Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Chicago Bears and the London Black Knights. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. As we get a peek at the former #2 overall pick, Mitchell Trubisky.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's Trubisky. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Pulled in at the 24.
We got this, guys. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Oh, he's going to take a shot. It's caught inside the 25. 39 yards there. A big one.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Gurley on 1st down with no blocking help there as he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 1.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now Trubisky trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. The 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. Julian Edelman, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. After one, 17-7 the score on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Trubisky now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. 1st down, a run with Cohen. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Trubisky now off the bootleg. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Trubisky will throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown. Todd Gurley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tariq Cohen and the rest of the offense heading back out there. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught, They got to find a way to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well.
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. 1 play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Tariq Cohen and the rest of the offense heading back out there. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. In on the stop, DeMonte Casey.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Play action. It's Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 42 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go play action with Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing here, Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He finds Robinson. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the right hash, this from 48. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And you just kind of get the sense that this team's been snake-bitten a little bit here. They just have not had anything go their way.
It's like they collectively walked under a ladder on their way into the stadium. What else could go wrong?
And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Play action. Now Wentz. And it's complete. Hooper. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They go play action here on first down. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll bring up second down. Now a draw play for Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Into the red zone, Wentz. And he whips that one incomplete there. Green once again the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Check, check.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. And he rifles one incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll make it third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. He's got Green, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here we go now with Smith. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd and goal, Wentz to the end zone, but it's incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Working from the gun, Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
A 22-yard attempt.
The kick by Tavecchio is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
Huh? You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out that just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Tariq Cohen and the rest of the offense heading back out there. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. This is caught by Robinson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now it's Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but it's going to be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now it's Trubisky. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Trubisky now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. He's got Burton here. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Trey Burton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 20. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. A final shot before half for Wentz. And he slings one that's incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where it was the visiting Cardinals who get the road victory. Kyler Murray, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we'll head down to the Meadowlands to check on the Giants at home in MetLife Stadium. And they were losers in their ball game to the visiting Dallas Cowboys. A touchdown the difference, 21-14, the final score. And lastly, we'll all be tuned in on Monday night for what should be a great one between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Bucks. In our game, it's been Carson Wentz with a strong first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Gurley with a carry on first down. He'll only get a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. From the 27, Wentz. The throw underneath for Gurley. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go. 180. Check.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And on now is the punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys who try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. It's complete to Robinson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 87 yards. And the Bears cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 13. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here's the home side to take over on offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Here's Gurley. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now Wentz on the bootleg. And that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
This offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Cohen.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. From midfield, here's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Trubisky gives to Cohen, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looking to throw on second down. Trubisky, this one into the hands of Burton. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 14 yards into Chicago first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Trubisky now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. That'll bring up second down. They'll get 3 out of the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a third down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he's corralled, but not 35.
Hey, get up! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It's a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Let's go!
Throwing on second down. Wentz. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On second and 11 now. Trubisky trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And it's third down. The Bears on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is third and 11. Trubisky will throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
On first and 10, it's Trubisky. They'll find Miller. That's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Switch up.
Trubisky to throw again. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8. So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll lead here to a third down. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They're going on fourth down. It's Trubisky. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And no, it's incomplete. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And as a result, possession switches hands. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They run. It's Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown of the night. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so. Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that. Yeah,
that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Wentz to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause. This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here's Tavecchio to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, and he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He finds Robinson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 1st down, Trubisky. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They go play action. Trubisky. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. Past the there he goes, left side. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the home team.